Again we'll continue with the day 5, the concept called as testing equivalence relation. Few more questions. Now the relation which I have written over here is AB. A and B are the two elements, and here it is written triangle A is congruent with the triangle B. Triangle A with the triangle B. Now reflexivity I should talk about triangle ABC over here with the triangle ABC. Means both will be same. No need to like this also. Triangle 1 with the triangle 2. If you write like this, then also this is belongs to R. Not these two must be same. A right, it is there. So do you agree that a triangle is always congruent with itself? So relation is symmetric. Reflexive. Now 2. For symmetry, triangle 1 and triangle 2 belongs to R. This is given to you. This is given means I am talking about this scenario. These two are congruent. Triangle 1 is congruent with the triangle 2. Now I am asking, do you agree that triangle 2 is also congruent with the triangle 1? If you say yes, then I should say this is there and this is also true. Given relation is symmetric. Now transitivity. Triangle 1 with the triangle 2 given in the question means assumption. Triangle 2 and triangle 3 also it is given in the assumption. Now I am asking, triangle 1 is similar with the triangle 2. Triangle 2 is also similar. No, it's not similar. We are talking about this is true for similarity also. Therefore similar word I have used. Triangle 1 is congruent with the triangle 2. Triangle 2 is congruent with the triangle 3. Can I say triangle 1 and triangle 3 also congruent or similar? Your answer will be yes. So this is a particular example where all the three things are correct. So I can call this relation is nothing but the equivalence relation. Next. Now this is the question where you have to give your thought how to develop. This particular question is not from the inside the book. I have just taken from myself so that you can develop a thought to answer such kind of the question. PQ. P is brother of Q. Now I am saying AA belongs to R. That is my question. Can I say A is brother of A? Can I say I am brother of myself? That means this is not possible. So I should say it is not reflexive. Now another remark. Now look at this. AB belongs to R and then BA belongs to R. No. AB belongs to R means A is brother of B. Can you say that B is also brother of A? Yes or no? I think some different answers are coming from your side. Now look here. How I am explaining. This is not symmetric. Now your question will be how it is not. So I am just putting one example. Say Pradnesh is brother of Shravani. Can I say Shravani is also brother of Pradnesh? No. That means this fact is gender based. So that kind of the thought you have to develop talking about the testing of reflexive symmetry. Now AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then can you say that AC is also belongs to R? Over here, AB belongs to R, A is brother of B, B is brother of C, then A is brother of C. Do you agree? And whether it is true for all? In my way, this relation is transitive. So what is this particular relation? It's not reflexive, not symmetric, but always transitive. Now moving ahead, sometimes generalization will helpful. Sometimes you have to talk about the problems. Now I am writing R. How x and y are there? 2x plus y will be equal to 10 and one more condition, x and y belongs to R. 2x plus y will be equal to 10. If x is equal to 1, I am putting over here. What I will get? Y will be equal to 8. So I will write 1, 8. If x is 2, Why I have started with 1? Because 1 is the smallest number. If x is 2, 2 to the 4, y will be 6. If x is 3, 6, 4. If x is 4, 4 to the 8, 2. If x is 5, I will get answer is 0. But I will not record this pair in my relation. Reason being, x and y belongs to natural number, and thereafter that problem will arise. So you cannot write like this. Now your thought will be 1, 8, 2, 6, 3, 4, 4, 2. I should conclude here. Is it reflexive? One can write 2, 2 is not there, 3, 3, something. Is it symmetric? Is it transitive? Can you talk about transitivity? 1, 8, nothing is starting with 8, no issue. 2, 6, nothing is start with 6, no issue. 3, 4, nothing is, so I have to test for this. 4, 2. What should be the conclusion? 3, 2. And then go back to the question. Is it 3, 2 available? So how is this relation? This relation is not symmetric, not reflexive, and not transitive. Now the next question. Relation R AB, A is less than B in R. Now in R means here is a set of real number, set of real number. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there are infinite numbers are there, negative also, positive also. There is no possibility I can list out all and then think about that. No. Now how to generalize and get the relation? Reflexive. A comma A. Think about this and write down this and just ask yourself. A. Is it A is less than A? No. This relation is not reflexive. Now I am asking. AB belongs to R. Then BA belongs to R. I am asking. Suppose A is smaller than B. Can you say that B is smaller than? Whenever you are saying no, I told you, you have to give a counter example. Say 1 is smaller than 2, belongs to R, but 2, 1 does not belongs to R. Not with example. Yes statement. Transitivity. AB belongs to R. BC belongs to R. I am saying A is smaller than B. B is smaller than C. Now how to talk about this? I can write like this. A is smaller than B. Over here I can write B is smaller than C. I can conclude from these two equations A is smaller than C. So this relation is transitive. This relation is nothing but transitive. Are you following? So sometimes very possible, very easy to write the relation and then talk. Sometimes generalization is required. So all this thought you have to develop. Another relation R AB, A minus mod of A minus B is a multiple of 4. A and B from the set. Z is given, set of integers from this one. So how many elements you can take? From 0 to 12 all elements. Okay, 0 to 12 all elements will satisfy over here in this place. Now I am talking about in general case. If it is not defined, then also talk about A comma A. Now I am just trying to put this over here. It means A minus A will be equal to 0. I can write 0 can be multiplied. So answer is yes. Now if AB belongs to R, what is the meaning of AB belongs to R? Mod of A minus B is equal to 4x or 4 multiple. Now what I should say? BA means I am writing B minus A. Can also be written as. Can I write like this? Can I write like this? You know why I have written like this? Because A minus B I was knowing it is multiple of. Therefore, yes. Now AB and BC both are belongs to R. Now conclusion. AB means mod of A minus B will be equal to 4m. BC, B minus C will be equal to 4n. Now it's a conclusion. I know that I should get AC. I mean I am just thinking about whether AC belongs to R and keeping this open, and then we talk about yes or no. Now I am writing A minus C. Can I write A minus B plus B minus C? It can be written as A minus B over here plus B minus C. Are you getting? Whatever it is known to me, that I am trying to put. Here it is 4m plus 4n. I can take 4 common and conclude that it is m plus n. M is integer, n is integer. We know that m plus n is also integer or real number. So this is correct. This is correct. So this is a way to develop the things. One more problem, reflexivity. A is less than or equal to b square. Say minus 1 comma minus 1. Do you agree? Both are same I have taken. Its meaning is what? Here minus 1 and this is b square. It will be 1. Agree. So this is belongs to R. For 1 2 there is no doubt. 1 2 always belongs to R. 1 2 belongs to always R. 1 is here 1 square. What about minus 2 and 1? Minus 2 and 1. Okay. I should not talk about these two cases. Do you know? I am talking about reflexivity only. Now minus 2. Here minus 2 will come. Here 4 will come. Belongs to R. What is 7? This 7 will come over here. This 7 square here. Means always it will be correct. Okay? Of symmetricity. Symmetricity means AB belongs to R. Then you have to talk about BA belongs to R. For example, 1 comma 2. Do you agree? 1 comma 2 is there here. What does here means? 1 is less than or equal to 4. And what about 2 comma 1? Suppose I will write. Then it will be 2 over here. And this side 1. This side. Do you agree? This is correct? No. So that is not there. So this is not symmetric. Transitivity. Think about transitivity. Now I will explain. This is 2 comma 2. This is minus 2 comma 1. No. This is belongs to R. This is belongs to R. Before writing, how I will test 2. It is 2 and it's a square 4. Yes, it's correct. Here this is minus 2. This is 1. This is also correct. Both are correct. So I will read like this, like this. Now what is the conclusion of this? Its conclusion is 2 1. 2 minus 2 minus 2 1 2 1. I am writing just I have written like this also. Then also I can check that 2. So by this rule it will come 2 over here. By this rule it will come 1. Do you agree this is correct? No. So this relation is not a transitive. So whenever you are saying something is not, then you have to think a lot to answer the question. I think this much is enough to understand the equivalence relation. You can just try to complete the assignment first from NCERT book. And if you may have a doubt, then we can have a doubt session. So not to worry about that. Have a good day and keep learning. Thank you.